They say the fame opens doors, but today in Ghana, it may have opened a prison cell.
People they laugh. You don't do that. When you see some of the big men, leaders,
Wale 2028, Wale should be Ghana president. I swear God, Wale, if you not be Ghana first president, they go warn you. But I want to talk if you don't understand. Always, God is here. There's no get peace. There's no get peace. There's no get peace. I say, man, you're confident. You're better than my dad.
They say the fame opens doors, but today in Ghana, it may have opened a prison cell. A day ago, the self-acclaimed dancehall king was arrested by EOCO, and his fans went bonkers. His fans flooded the entire perimeter of EOCO office. And it's amazing to see the caliber of people rooting for Shatta Wale's release. Do they really understand why their star was arrested? That's a question I want to address. Because EOCO, as we know, is not just an institution. EOCO, as we know, it's not military, the police force. That EOCO are investigative body. So do those fans really think EOCO will just get up and then arrest their star, Shatta Wale? Now let's be real. If Shatta Wale wasn't a superstar, would this even be a debate? If it was an ordinary young man cruising through Accra in a questionable Lamborghini with no receipts, would the public be defending him? Or would he be cooling off behind bars? Now here is what we know. EOCO seized Shatta Wale's Lamborghini, linking it to international fraud and laundering networks tied to one guy already serving his term in the US. He says he bought the car off the street from a man only known as Zach. No receipts, no proof, just a customs paper tracing back to Amor. EOCO wasn't buying it, and the courts weren't laughing either. Bail was slapped at a staggering 10 million Ghana cedis with 2 sureties. That's not pocket change. That's not a slap on the wrist. That's a statement. Now, why this matters? At first glance, this looks like another celebrity in trouble. It looks like another celebrity in trouble headline, but it's much deeper than that. This is about accountability reaching into unexpected places, even the glittery, spotlight-drenched corners of fame. For too long, my people, the rich, powerful, and famous in Ghana have lived as though the rules are optional. Institutions bend. Justice is mocked. But now, EOCO, under its new boss, Roman Archer, a fearless investigative journalist turned enforcer, is saying no one is untouchable. No one is above the law. This isn't about a Lamborghini. It's about the credibility of Ghana's justice system. Here is where it gets uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. Should celebrity be a shield or a spotlight? If an ordinary citizen pulled this stunt, would I didn't know fly? Or would he already be in jail without bail? Is ignorance an excuse? When you flaunt luxury, don't you also carry the burden of asking where it came from? Or do we just clap for the shine and ignore the shadows? Are we letting our love for stars blind us to justice? You see, it was funny when fans are storming EOCO offices demanding Shatta's release. But since when did fan loyalty override the law? And since when did applause rewrite justice? These are questions we need to ask ourselves. And what does this say about us as a society? Why do we celebrate a Lamborghini but stay silent on the receipts? Why do we worship luxury but ignore accountability? This case is bigger than Shatta Wale. This is Ghana on trial. Can our institutions stand firm against wealth, fame, and public pressure? Can EOCO prove that the law applies equally to all, or will the glare of celebrity blind justice once again, giving us two systems, one for the powerful and another for the powerless? My people, here's the truth. This isn't about Shatta's car. It's about whether Ghana is ready to say no one is above the law. That is what I believe in. At the end of the day, you see, Shatta's detention is more than a headline. It's a mirror, and the reflection staring back is ours. So we must ask ourselves, do we really value truth over entertainment? Do we want justice or vibes? And when the next star is caught in the fire, will we defend the person or defend the principle? The Lamborghini may be parked at EOCO, but the bigger vehicle on trial is Ghana's conscience. And the moral road we choose today will define the path we all walk tomorrow. This is David 360. Now, sometimes I wonder when people hear the name EOCO, the Economic and Organized Crime Office, they often get it twisted. They imagine police officers with sirens blaring or soldiers firing warning shots into. But let's get it straight. EOCO is not the police. They are not the military. They don't chase criminals down the street. Their battle is different. EOCO fights with evidence. Their weapon is investigation. They are financial detectives trained to follow the money, trace paper trails, and expose hidden crimes that many of us don't even see. So what exactly do they deal with? One, economic crime. And that term is bigger. It includes money laundering, tax evasion, fraud, whether online or offline. If there is money hidden or money being hidden, washed or stolen, EOCO has eyes on it. But here is the part that so many get wrong. Once you come under EOCO investigation, you don't call the shots. You don't decide when or how they question you. You don't tell them why now. Investigators work on strategy, not sentiment. That car they say they are looking into, that could just be the entry point. Behind the scenes, they may already be checking your bank accounts, your taxes, your lifestyle. Never underestimate the scope, my people. Now let's talk detention. By law, every offense under EOCO is bailable. Within 48 hours, you must either be released or they have to go to court to justify keeping you. But bail isn't automatic freedom. If bail conditions are set and you can't meet them, you are not going anywhere. Freedom depends not just on law, but on your ability to pay. And when a big name or celebrity is picked up, people love to ask, why now? But that's the wrong question. Investigators don't move to the rhythm of public opinion. They move when their evidence tells them the time is right. So what should a suspect do? You need to keep silence. Keep your mouth shut. Because silence is safer than self-incrimination. Let your lawyers handle it. That's their job. You don't need to be careless online. Because every careless word can become a new line of questioning. Investigators are trained to build cases from your answers. Don't hand them the rope. They will use it to tie you up. At the end of the day, there are only two outcomes. Either you meet your bail conditions within 48 hours and walk out, or you don't and you stay. Either way, your name is now tied to the case. And in the course of public opinion, that alone feels like a sentence. So here is a takeaway from David 360. EOCO's work is not about noise, it's about strategy. And for everyone who falls under that spotlight, the smartest move is not to shout, not to posture, not to ask, why now? The smartest move is silence, humility, and strong legal backing. Because when EOCO starts to follow the money, the loudest voice in the room is rarely the one that wins. This is David 360. Thanks for being with us. God bless you.